I did a lot of collaborations early on in my career when I was known more as John Phenom, the artist. And I was doing a lot of handmade denim. But in between all of it, I would be a part of a lot of group art shows. And then I would do collaboration with individual street artists. And then that segued into more commercial collaborations. I did something with Scion that was a 3-part art show dealing with handmade denim. On the artistic level and getting into art shows and group art shows, especially if you're a student or you're just trying to make some noise, it's a good idea. Now let me kind of dissect it in a very linear way. Really, it's two entities. It's you and whatever your project or whatever you're doing, and bringing another entity that's doing something really dope, hopefully bigger than what you're doing, and coming together to make a project that's notable. Like when I was doing it for artwork, that was really fun. It was really cool, and there's typically no commercial value in it. Like I would sell it if someone wanted to buy a handmade pair of jeans that was a collaboration with another great artist. That's cool, but I don't expect it to. Really what you're getting out of it is the convergence of two audience being able to see what happens when you bring your two forces together. So that's it. I mean, really, if it's two commercial companies, like if I had the John Phenom brand, a clothing company, and I brought it together with a shoe company, and we do a shoe, and then maybe I do a jacket or something to complement it, and they get sold as a package. Commercially, it's not really, you're not really looking for success commercially, because if you think about the product, it costs money to make it, and then there's two companies. It's a double label project, so there's two companies that are involved. So you're not gonna make your normal margin off of that product. It's really just to be noteworthy. So keep that in mind. This is more in the marketing budget rather than it is in your normal merchandise or product budget. So when you're thinking about that from a P&L point of view, it's really in marketing, because you're not going to make money off of it, because you have to figure out who has to get paid. For example, if I'm doing a t-shirt collaboration with another artist, so I'm going to mix my graphic design look and work with a really well-known illustrator, and he's obviously going to do a lot of illustration on the t-shirt. We have to purchase blanks, we have to get it screen printed, and then have it presented in a way where people know that we're doing a collaboration, and the cool things about what made the collaboration unique or fun. And so all of that takes money. So at the end of that, you kind of have this baby, but you can't just take the full margin of that, because I have to consider the illustrator who put a lot of their work into it. So it's really kind of a 50-50 thing. A lot of them will go, right up the middle, 50-50 in terms of both cost and profit. To be able to collaborate now with a company that's above you, or that might be doing really good exposure, you have to be doing something that's extremely unique. You really got to think out of the box. I mean, a lot of the artists early on would have never ever had a conversation with me, but I was doing handmade denim, and no one was doing that. I had branded myself at that time as the handmade denim guy, which segued into more work in apparel, and now people don't really remember that as much. But in any case, a lot of those artists, and eventually a marketing company that was handling all the youth marketing for Scion, it got their attention. And so that's how I was able to lock in collaborations with world-respected artists, and then a commercial company that paid me for the collaboration. With tastemakers or people on the edge, a bigger company like a Nike, an Adidas, a Vans, or they'll see value in whatever niche is listening to me. And that's why a bigger company like that is going to reach out to maybe want to do a collaboration from you, because they want the cool audience, or whatever it is, whatever sector you're talking to, you have their attention specifically. Backtrack, I want to say, make sure it's unique. If you're a clothing brand that wants to do a collaboration, it is a good idea, but know that it's more for marketing and less for money. The big thing I want to say about the collaboration, however, is cover it. Please cover it with media. Like, get a DSLR on that film talking to the artist or the rapper or the whoever is important enough to do a collaboration with. Cover the event, make a video so it has the opportunity to go viral. And this is actually going beyond this, anything that's in your marketing budget that's gonna be worth trying to spread the word about your brand. I mean, obviously, I mean, you're watching this on YouTube, but I'm saying, I'm a big fan of cover it with media. Do it right, do it nicely. You know, find a good editor, find a good DP. Once you do an event, you do a concert, you do an art show, some sort of collaboration, it's gonna live within the confines of whatever that is. You know, whether you do it right now, whenever now is. But if you make a video about it and you're able to put it onto your, you know, brand's YouTube channel, or make a Vimeo, it doesn't matter, but make some sort of video of it, and you know, the cool, exciting notions that are happening in that video have an opportunity to live forever online. So yeah, collaborations, good idea. Be realistic about what those are. If you're approaching someone that has a huge audience, make sure there's some value for them. Otherwise, why would they collaborate with you? You got to answer that question right off the bat. The only reason it's gonna really be a good idea to everyone else, to the general public, is that it's quite notable. And if it's notable, you need to cover it with media. As always, hope that helps. Other questions, comments, notions, stuff you want to hear about, drop them.